book with a story. This is the way I like it. And just to kind of let you know, this is the first time we come across an instance of this. So customer purchased a book raw, but raw with a JSA authentication. This book in particular is, I'm going to try and do that, there you go, is a reprint of Avengers 57. That's the first vision. And on the back, you can see the authentication sticker there. That's a JSA one. I think it's a bit of a hologram there. Holographic, should I say. So I got in contact with CGC to understand what happens with it. A, does it count as the JSA label? And B, would the sticker impact the grade at all? So they came back to me and said, actually, as long as we can verify the JSA authentication number, which there is on the back of it, so you can go onto a website and it'll say whether it all matches up, it will get a signature series label, and also that the sticker doesn't affect the grade. So this one went to Comic Press, and now this has a Paul Bettany signature, Vision in the movies and TV show. That's a really good signature there, by the way. In a 9.8 signature series, so that's absolutely fantastic. Great result for the customer because he's unsure how it's going to go. Great result to be able to show all of you guys what happens in those instances. So if you see a JSA signed, you can get it to CGC and turn that into a signature series label, which is great. One of our newer customers here, got a few of their books coming up right now. Amazing Spider-Man 695. This is just before the Superior series. That has come back in a 9.8, so very happy with that one. This is the same customer, and I believe this one was purchased specifically as it was released in conjunction with one of their nephews or nieces' birthday. So that's why they got this one done, for sentimental reasons. And so happy to get them a nice grade on that one now. Superior Spider-Man 27.now. Random issue number, but there you go. Very cool. Great series. Same customer. So spoken before about our signature capture series. That's where Bear Maximum or its representatives go to a comic book convention and get some signatures for our customers. So this is from Thought Bubble last November, and the customer subsequently then asked us to send this off for CGC JSA. So this is the local comic shop edition of Something's Killing the Children #1. Signatures by James Tynion, Berta Deladra. I still never know quite how to pronounce that. And that's come back in a 9.6, so that's really cool. This is a foil cover, so very shiny and all cool. Now this then leads me to Something's Killing the Children #1, but this is the 1A cover, so this is the first print of the first issue. Truthful story about this one, it was a 9.6, and it was cracked open. We got it signed using the signature authentication service that Bear Maximum offers. Stephen, our rep, was there running around like a lunatic at Thought Bubble getting signatures. Managed to get the one dual signed. As I say, it was a 9.6 previously and actually came back a 9.8 this time. So it was either misgraded previously or the grader woke up on the right side of the bed that morning. But there you go, great signatures, both creators of Something's Killing the Children, and that is a great addition to the collection, which is awesome. Got a whole bunch for one customer here, and this came from a conversation. So I helped set up a Facebook group called Friendly Neighborhood Comics. I'll put a picture here. If you're not already a member, please check on that. I'll put the link in the comments below. Customers trying to sell some unverified signed books. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But I reached out to them and said, these are really good books, but you might struggle a little to sell them without the authentication, because he was asking quite a bit of money, not unfairly at all, because you know that's a lot of queuing up for signatures, paying for signatures, that sort of thing. But at the price that he was kind of looking at, he might have struggled. So I suggested maybe considering sending them off to CGC using the JSA service. He found a few more books that he wanted to get verified. I think most of these are going to end up in his collection rather than getting sold on now. But we've got here Firefly 25, signed by Nathan Fillion. So that's cool. That's come back in a 9.8. Again, these were books that went to see John at Comic Press. I think he worked all of these books, and you'll see that these were worth doing. Got Shaun of the Dead #2 from the series from 2005. That's a Nick Frost autograph there that has been verified, so that's very cool. Yeah, loads of good ones here. This one, it's a 9.6. That's a Ray Park signature there, and that's with a foil on it as well. It's a red foil. You can probably see that catching the light there, which is very cool. Some of these are absolutely nuts, the number of signatures that are on here. So we've got Journey to Star Wars Force Awakens #1. This one is signed by Billy D. Williams and Mike Quinn. That's an amazing cover, lovely grade, and both signatures got verified there, so that's very cool. We've got this Force Awakens #1, Journey to Star Wars, signed by Warwick Davis on this photo variant, 9.8. Fantastic stuff. This customer in particular really likes the photo variants, the movie variants. We've got a Lando #1, Billy D. Williams, looking like an absolute king. Verified signature, 9.8, looking absolutely wonderful, so that's great. We've got another twofer here. This is Darth Vader #1. Is it? Yeah, Mark Brooks cover this one, so I'm a big fan of his work. You've got Jeremy Bulloch and Dave Prowse here, both sadly no longer with us, but again, both signatures verified, and a lovely grade for a 9.8 there, which is brilliant. Love this one, Star Wars Droids #1 from '94, signed by Kenny Baker and Anthony Daniels, 9.8, and that is super cool. Yeah, that's a great one for the collection, so I hope that one doesn't get sold because it's awesome. We've got another Kenny Baker one here, Star Wars #6, with the John Tyler Christopher action figure variant. That's pretty cool. Again, 9.8. We've got Peter Mayhew on Chewbacca #1. There we go, 9.8 again, with the verified signature, so there's a lot of good stuff going on there. This is probably the pièce de résistance, I'd say, from this little set of covers. This is Star Wars Force Awakens #1, and just look at that. So we've got signatures by Kenny Baker, Anthony Daniels, Warwick Davis, Peter Mayhew, and Billy D. Williams. They have all been verified on this, so that is a wonderful book to own, with some incredible signatures. And you know, quite a few of you are no longer with us, so great pickup. And yeah, that's just awesome. I've got just 2 books to go. I realise I've gone on for an absolute age, but it's tough. I didn't want to do 2 short ones. Okay, so this is Hulk 340, McFarlane. Customer sent me 2 books this time. He's owned this one since it came out. You know, he's read it and loved it a lot. It's not one of the higher grades, but it's definitely been elevated. This was worked by John at Comic Press. And, you know, that's an iconic cover. It looks great in a slab. So despite the grade, like that sentimentality of having a book that you've had since it came out is absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to pop that down there. And this is the last one. And I wouldn't say the best to last, but I say the one with the best story to last. So this is the same customer. This book means a lot to me. We've been talking about getting this book done for several months before it went off. He explained the sentimentality of it. Him and his brother had this for a lot of years. And it's actually missing a panel, so his brother had cut out a panel. I believe he'd written some song lyrics on it or something. There's a coupon kind of been cut out, and so he was a little bit concerned about the grade. He expected a 0.5 because it was missing that panel. So sent it down to John to give it a new lease of life at Comic Press, and just wanted it for sentimentality's purpose. And I can tell you that it actually came back a 2. So that is a lovely book. First Medusa, first Frightful 4, is it as well? Yeah. Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, just really nice stuff. Look at all those characters you've got there. Very early issue of Fantastic Four. And I think that's a great result, and I'm just happy that the customer got such a good outcome on it. So yeah, that's everything from this submission. We have got more cracking stuff coming up for you in not the next submission, the one after next. We've got a huge first appearance and our oldest book to date, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. In the next one, we've also got some huge keys, more signatures to be verified, so lots of very, very cool stuff there. So I just want to say thank you for sticking with us. It's a long one. I hope you've enjoyed seeing all these books getting unpacked. What did I want to tell you that was really important? I just want to give a shout out to our partners. So Comic Press, as I mentioned several times through this, they do wonderful work with our books and for our customers. Their link is below. I want to give a shout out, should I say, to Friendly Neighborhood Comics. I mentioned that earlier on. That was one of the reasons that I kind of ended up here. That's a great community full of lots of great people. The admins are awesome, and yeah, if you want to kind of just get involved with people, buy, sell some books, chat, then it's a great place to be. Big shout out to Phoenix Auction House. They are launching this February. Again, I'll put a link to them down below. Set to be a huge disruptor in the auction house, particularly for collectibles like comic books. Run by a really good bunch of guys with a lot of knowledge, a lot of very in-depth knowledge. And I think it's going to be a great success. I want to shout out to Register's Comics. Liam, who owns that, is doing an absolutely stellar job. He's the sort of person who's bringing in US variants, great slabs, there's cards, really awesome stuff. Top guy. Go and check out Registers, that's down below. And I also want to shout out to Sean at comicbooks.co.uk. He's putting together monthly boxes, blind boxes, so you can kind of get a mystery set of books from various eras that you can get a hold of. Really good dude. Also always got brilliant books. He's a very fair with his pricing, so go check him out. And again, that is down below in the links. Anyone interested in getting cards graded, that is something we are going to be moving into very soon, so please, if you're interested, just get in touch and we'll add you to the waiting list until we know exactly what's going on there, but that'll be through CGC again. So yeah, thank you for sticking with me. I can see it's 36 minutes as we're on here. But again, hope you've enjoyed. If you have, like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.